Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is going to be how to get rid of blackheads. Yes, that's right, I'm going to be giving you some product recommendations, telling you what to do, some cheap options, some options that you can do hopefully just at home that will cost you nothing, and also maybe some a little bit more expensive options. So if you want to see how to get rid of blackheads, keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to start off the video with me being super geeky, a little bit prepared. I wrote some notes down and I did some research. I personally feel as though I always get blackheads, and I tend to get them around my nose and around my cheek area. So I wanted to do a little bit of research on what causes them, you know, why someone might get them. I'm more combination to oily skin, but I wanted to figure out, you know, why? Why does this happen, guys? So here is a scientific reason of what blackheads are, okay? So, blackheads are small bumps that appear on your skin due to clogged hair follicles, and yeah, these bumps are called blackheads because the surface looks dark or black, and they are a mild type of acne that usually form on the face. Okay. I just wanted to say that because when I was actually researching like what is a blackhead, I always thought it was dirt that kind of sat on the face and all of that jazz. But the fact that we all have pores and we all have these hair follicles because we all have like small, like these soft little fluffy hairs on our face, it just kind of goes to show that anyone can get a blackhead. Like, you don't have to have combination of oily skin or like bigger pore size. Even if you don't have huge pores, you can still suffer from blackheads. Okay guys, so I have been doing some research on how to get rid of blackheads, and these are some of the things that I love using and work completely good for me. Like I said, no matter, I have a lot of products, I have an extensive skincare routine, yet I still feel as though I always get blackheads around my nose and my cheeks. So if you're gonna be a bit more of a budget queen and a cheap ass, then I would say sugar on your skin on the outside is really good for your skin. Actually, consuming sugar is really bad for your skin. So when you consume sugar in like any form, then it's not so good. It kind of ages your skin a little bit more, but sugar on the surface of the skin is amazing. That's a little tip there. So something that apparently works, I haven't personally tried this myself, but good old honey, plug, no I'm joking, sponsor me, no joke, is really nice. So if you don't have money or you just want something quick, then put a tiny bit of honey on the areas where you have blackheads, and then just rinse it off after 15 minutes with warm water, and apparently that will kind of just gently pull out dirt and just clean it out. So this is something that you can just DIY, do it yourself at home. Hopefully you've got honey in your cupboard. I know that this household we go through a lot of honey because we never really add sugar, but we love honey. Yeah. Okay, so next up, glycolic, salicylic and lactic acids are really good. So what these acids do is they are a form of liquid exfoliators, and they'll basically just exfoliate your skin to, again, get rid of any dead skin, the dirt, and pull it out. My favorite glycolic acids that I use is actually this one, and this is by the brand The Ordinary. The Ordinary is just incredible because it's so affordable, guys. Like, you go in there and you think everything's gonna be super expensive, but it's so cheap, it's so good. And usually they are more potent and concentrated types of ingredients rather than all that fancy schmancy stuff. So over here we see that it says 7%, and I don't know any other product on the market that has 7% glycolic, so you're getting a high percentage of the acid, which means you end up using less. And all I would do is literally just put this on a cotton pad and then wipe it on your face when it's clean, maybe before bed. I usually do all my skincare before I go to bed, and in the morning I just whack a face on. So this, clean skin, put it on, and then you can go ahead and put like your moisturizer, your night cream, your eye cream and all that jazz. But this is amazing. I love this. Is my favorite glycolic acid. You can also try out facials. Facials are really good because they help with your skin. So that I would say is a little bit more of, I think people think facials are really expensive and an expensive treat. I don't think they're as expensive as what people think. Honestly, I used to think only celebrities got facials when I was young. And now, like, anyone can have a facial, guys. Anyone can have a facial, and there are some really amazing people. I might leave a couple of links down below of some of the people that I go to for my facials that I absolutely love. Obviously, they're going to be London based, so I'm sorry if you're not from London, but actually there's someone in LA who I think is amazing as well. So I'm going to pop all their links down below. And if you are interested in a facial, then they normally kind of clean out your pores, really help. They even sometimes do extraction if you need it. Now, if you are looking to do extraction, seeing as we're talking about extractions, if you're looking to do extractions at home, then it's really, really important that you're quite careful. Sometimes when I speak to other beauty gurus, I always ask that question, and it's like some of them really disagree with it and some of them really agree with it. So there is no right or wrong, but I personally feel as though if you are going to be doing any manual extractions at home, you want to make sure that you're always using tissue, because if you don't use tissue, sometimes you squeeze it really hard and your nails can kind of like scar your skin, and then you have like a mark and then it has to heal and it's just so long. So always make sure you've got a nice piece of tissue. What I normally use is just toilet tissue, and I fold that so it's like double the thickness, and then I have one around here or one around here, and then I go bing 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 bing. So I normally do that, and it's always around here. No matter what day, I always squeeze it and something comes out around there. I just naturally get them all the time. Another tip that I would give, and I think this is going to sound like such a basic tip, but throughout the day, try not to touch your face all the time. Without realizing it, you're touching so many things with your hands, and so there's naturally going to be more bacteria on your hands than anywhere else on your body. And then when you touch your face, or you're rubbing this, or you're doing that, I just feel like, oh, there's just bacteria everywhere, and that can then lead to also like clogging up pores or getting dirt on your skin. So you know, when you're on the bus and you're holding the pole, or you're going down the escalators and you're touching that, like think about how many people have touched that. Just try, obviously you can't avoid that, but just try not to touch your face. So throughout the day, I normally do not touch my face at all. And I think actually having a layer of makeup on, living in a place like London, is quite good because it protects it from like touching it and all that pollution going on. So another thing that you could also try out are these pore strips. So these you can buy at any kind of like supermarket. You can get them anywhere really. And they are something that you put onto clean skin, you wet them slightly, and then you pop them on, you let them dry, and you peel it off, and it kind of, it's almost like that black peel off mask thing as well. It peels off all the kind of outer layer and pulls out the blackheads. And if you want to make that even more effective, you can even steam your face slightly so that your pores are nice and open, and then when you do that, like more will come out, even with the masks, guys. That's really, really good tip. And when I say steam your face, obviously I don't expect you to go out and buy a facial steamer, like that's just, who's got space for that? So you can get some boiling water in your kettle, put it in your basin, make sure you plug it in, put it in your basin, and then just pop a towel over your head, and all that hot water and steam will just open up your pores, and you get like really wet, and then just clean all of that out, and then put the pore strip on or your face mask. Simple. Keeping it real, keeping it cheap, guys, keeping it cheap. Okay, another really good tip for getting your skin like clean is a clay mask. My favorite clay mask is gonna be the Glam Glow Super Mud. This is really good for like spotty skin. If you have like blemish prone skin or anything like that, you just put it on. It's just like a clay, you just put it on all over. It smells so good, guys. You can put it just where you have blackheads, and then leave it on, rinse it off, and clays just withdraw all impurities out of the skin. So that's a really, really good one. This comes in 2 different sizes as well. This is the larger one, and you can get a little small one if you want to try it out before. But this is probably one of my favorite. This one and Thirsty Mud are my favorite Glam Glow masks. You know how much I love Glam Glow, guys. Okay, next up, my next tip is going to be to exfoliate. Now, I used to be a exfoliating addict. I used to over exfoliate actually, and I used to do it maybe every day, every other day, and you really don't need to do that. I definitely feel it's not great for your skin. And ever since I found liquid exfoliators, retinol, and derma roller, I don't exfoliate as much. So if you want to, maybe like once a week, if especially, this is more I think for like that combination to dry skin, when you have a bit more flaky skin, then going for an exfoliator is amazing. These are my 2 favorite ones at the minute that I kind of reach out for. I mean, this is almost finished, guys. This is my third one. I use this all the time. And this is an AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser by Murad. This is quite well known. I think they've won several awards for this product. It's really good. I was dying to try this, and when I tried it I was like, yes, it really is really nice. And the little particles are very, very small. This is another one that I've recently just started using. So I just got this, I've used this a few times, and it's by Sisley. This is a little bit more of a expensive brand, but it's very prestigious, very, very nice, very high end, and the quality is amazing. It's also a very beautiful product. So if you're someone who's a bit more schmancy fancy, want to spend your shmoney, then you can definitely try this out. And only once a week, guys, that's all you need. If you over exfoliate, it doesn't make your skin any smoother. In fact, it just makes it more dry sometimes, so be careful. My last tip to get rid of your blackheads is going to be retinol. So retinol, I think, is not really for blackheads, but I personally feel like this product has changed my skin so dramatically. Honestly, I don't know how I would ever live without retinol now. Retinol has just changed it. I really didn't know much about it before, and since using it, I've just seen the biggest change on my skin ever. So it's not targeted for blackheads, but I'm mentioning it because I think it's amazing for your skin texture. Again, I've got two versions of retinol. You might see them called retinoids as well, and retinoids is just a different version of a retinol. But basically, I'm using it from The Ordinary again. Super cheap, very affordable. All their products are run about like £6 to £10. Like, come on guys, it doesn't get much better than this. So I've got a 2% and I also have a 5%. They're both really, really good. They're both equally as good. And someone recently asked me, what is the difference? Like, why would you pick 1% over another percent? And the answer is actually quite simple. I personally feel like my skin's like leather, so I can go ahead with a stronger percentage because I feel as though that might be more effective, and I don't use it every single day. I probably use this only when I feel as though I need it, or if I've just done derma roller, I'll put a retinol in. And if you have got more sensitive skin, then go for a lower percentage. Also, if you're going to use this every day, go for a lower percentage. You're going to get more out of the product, okay? I do still use both of them. I love them. They last a long time. I mean, I use this all the time and it's still there. I'm like, how's that still there? Jeez, that is doing good. That is a long life product. So that is amazing that it's still there. I'm shocked because I never actually see this because I normally put this in just before I go to bed. So I'm like half asleep. But yeah, these products are amazing. Whatever your skin kind of needs, maybe go for that percentage. And the only rule whenever you're using a retinol is to make sure you use SPF. A retinol speeds up your cell turnover, so you get newer skin coming quicker, but you have to, because it's a little bit more sensitive, you have to then use SPF, protect it. Even if you're in London where it's grey, looking out the window light, it's actually kind of sunny today, but you have to still use SPF, okay? So that's the only rule with these guys. Please make sure you use SPF. I'm very guilty of not doing it all the time, so learn from my mistakes. So yeah, that is my video on my top tips on how to get rid of blackheads. I hope you have found this helpful and useful. If you have, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up if you like this kind of thing. If you have any other questions about areas of the face or skin concerns that kind of bothered you, or you need help or tips, then please just ask me. If you want to hear more about the products, let me know. If you've tried any of these products and you want to share what you think about it, let me know about that as well. So please don't forget to click that subscribe button. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? Bye bye.